We're here August 17th, 7:06 in the morning. I've been here since 6:37 in the morning, but I was making another video and yeah, so now this is another video I'm about to make too. I think what I'm going to start doing is on Mondays, if nothing else, on Mondays and Fridays I will give you guys an update. Let me give you an update. The buckwheat is bigger. We can call that 2 inches. The scabiosa is still small, but she's bigger, if that makes sense. She's still small, but she's bigger than she was. Like, she's little, but she's not tiny anymore. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, look at this girl right here. Yeah, she's a perfect. See, they were all like that size, little chiquitas. Now they're starting to climb and reach. So we'll see what happens. Now, to get these plants established as good as I did this run, I started getting back to having a program. Like I said in the video a couple of days ago, I always start off the beginning of the season towards the middle. It's rough for me because I'm so anxious, and I've been waiting so long to plant the stuff I want to plant and everything. It's just a lot of stuff going on, and it's a rough time for me at the beginning of the season. Then it hits the middle, going towards the back end of the season, and stuff starts to balance out because then I got crops like down there that are producing, that are pushing money back into the program. My schedule gets more balanced, stuff like that. It kind of takes that edge off of me a little bit. Is on Wednesdays, that's my big day to pull weeds. So if I come to the farm, I'll only pull weeds, do nothing else. On Fridays is when I feed. Why on Wednesdays and why on Fridays? Because Wednesday is a W, so I pull weeds on Wednesdays. And Friday is an F, so I feed them on Fridays, right? I really only push feed because the thing is, here with this heavy clay soil that hasn't been worked, like I've said before, there's no problem with clay soil. Sorry, you might not be able to understand that. There's no problem with clay soil. Gotta enunciate the words, my bad, y'all. There's no problem with clay soil. It's just the reality of when you come into a system that hasn't been worked and you're building it from the bottom. I want a pumper, right? So I'm putting all of these freaking amendments in the ground, and then I gotta pump it. So I think with compost tea and liquid feeds and emulsions to make those nutrients available faster. So I like pushing plants. I like pumping plants. That's just what it is. So on Fridays, that's when I push them. That's when I pump them. We have to get a soil test eventually. I should have started off with that, but it's okay. I just want to take advantage of opportunities to push fertilizer. And then also, too, you want the roots to go down there and stretch and search. Plants do, but they don't want to live in abundance. They want to live in a balance. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, I don't want a whole bunch of sitting water on those roots. I want them to use up all the water and all the nutrients that are right there at the roots, and then go search for more, because over time microbes will break down this food and they'll move it all around the soil, and I want the plants to go stretch for it. When the plants do that, that's when they start to get bigger, right? That's when they start to get bigger, when they start to go search. The bigger their roots, the bigger their fruits. I think that's like a pretty good way of thinking about it. Now, you can follow very many other different farmers and different agronomists here on TikTok or social media in general, and look at research papers, and they might tell you different, or they might tell you the exact same based on what they know or their goals, but this is my thought process about it. I'm not saying I'm 100% right. I'm saying I'm pretty freaking accurate on this, and I think how I put things is just more simple to understand, because it's not rocket science, but it is science. You dig what I'm saying? So that's my thought process on that. And right now, my real focus is really this section, not only because it looks so damn good, but because I had to put so much work into it so fast. I don't want it to get behind, because I do need to get back to working down there. Have I been working down there? Yes, but the real work is going to come, I believe, next Monday is when I get more horse manure. I'm going to start the horse manure down there. I don't know. We're going to get a truckload. So we're going to fill up the truck bed and we're going to up trailer. So with that being said, I don't know how long that's going to take me to do. So I want to get ahead right here so I don't have to worry about this as much and it doesn't get behind, because I'm gonna